Happy days. It's time for some FACEIT League. We are a little over halfway through week 5 here in season 7. Took a little bit of a break there for the holidays. We have got into 2026. We're into the new year, and we're kicking off here at the back half of season 7, all culminating into our Overwatch Championship Series qualifiers that will be taking place sometime after the season and these playoffs are done. Yeah, it's a very unusual kind of off-season season we've had here with some interesting stakes and a lot of great matchups and very, very competitive across all 4 divisions that we cover here. We're going to be zooming in on EMEA Expert today. We got Peps Academy taking on Glizzy Gobblers. Let's take a look at some standings. Let's get into it. Those are not standings. That's Twitter. It's patch day, so, you know, a little scuffed is going to be in order. Yeah, we've had, I mean, an interesting patch just dropped. We'll talk about that in a second. First, let's talk about our 2 teams. We've got Glizzy Gobblers, we've got Peps Academy, and both of them kind of fighting to try to get their way back into that top 8. Glizzy Gobblers are coming in 6-3. Peps Acad coming in 5-4. I haven't gotten word either way. I haven't seen word either way on this, but I believe it's still going to be top 8 come the end of the season. Right? So right now that is 7-3. And with as many teams as we have, I mean, that is going to be with 25 teams here. That is going to be a very difficult ask to make it into that top 8. Glizzy Gobblers are right on the verge currently. I mean, they're a game behind a lot of these teams as well. So a win here for Glizzy would, I mean, put them right back in contention with all of these 7-win teams that we have, you know, currently sitting in 3rd to 10th place. So an important game for them here today. Peps Academy kind of feels like they're on the brink as well, right? You're looking at moving into 6-4, heading into week 6 versus being at 5-5. And with as competitive as this season is, that could just be the deal breaker on whether you're able to punch up into that top 8. Momentum is going to carry so much with it here in these final three weeks that we have of season 7. Now, I will say, You've got some very winnable matches ahead. You got Lucky Charm and Veltot following this Glizzy Gobblers match if you're Pepsac. I mean, you could very easily turn this into an 8-4 season if you can get your act together here for these next 3 matches. And I think this is going to be the starting place for that. You are coming off of a win over Banana Peel earlier in the week. And I mean, and your losses have been to pretty tough teams, right? You've lost to both of the new gen squads and then Telesi. Telesi lost actually... let me rephrase that. Telesi loss actually might hurt a little bit. Actually kind of might make you stand up and go, If you are Glizzy Gobs, you've lost us to MBMC, the new version of Moss, Moss and Moss, and then Arion earlier in the season, who is now Quasar, and who are doing very, very well. So particularly MBMC and Quasar are fairly top teams, right? That's no shame in those losses. I will say they don't really have much in the way of wins. You know, I mean, they don't have a whole lot of games, but don't have much in the way of wins against any of these top 10 teams at the moment. And I think to prove that they do still belong in that top 10 contention, you know, you need to take a convincing win over Peps Academy here today. It's gonna be a Tracer ban out of Peps Academy, and then we'll swap sides for us here. They did get first pick, so that Nepal pick was theirs as well. We need to get an Orisa ban here out of Glizzy Gobs as we get ready to get into our match. I wonder if kill feed's still turned off. I guess we'll find out. I'm guessing it turned itself back on. There is an easy solution to get rid of ads. All right, we're gonna get Rexy on the Diva, playing with the newly buffed Genji Soj, with a Baptiste to back him up. Now, I mean, the carry is not bad. We do get the Lucio carry with the Blender comp on the other side, namely the Zarya with the Vendetta. We're not quite running the double flex DPS look here. We are still running a Sojourn alongside this, which I've seen so many takes on the Vendetta. So actually running the Vendetta in place of your flex DPS, you're kind of a front back flex DPS. We've seen a lot of like Vendetta Tracer as well. Oh my goodness, Neofried gets a huge move. How does that happen? I'm looking at the Vendetta. Neofried had sights set on putting a Zumo into the pit for your opening kill here on Sanctum. Now it's gonna go chase down Nexo with the help of Ediz. And despite an early sneaky cap there from Peps Cat, ooh, they will, Glizzy Gobblers will end up winning the fight, but they lose Rexia. And Neofried for that matter. Wait, did we actually fix the kill feed? Wait a minute, maybe we actually fixed the kill feed. Nope, we did not. We did not fix the kill feed. Never mind, immediately we get the answer on that. Kill feed's still fucked. Thank you so much, Blizzard. Thank you so much. Let me just turn off this atrocity. That's an unreliable piece of crap. I can't believe they removed Stadium. Man, what a good day. I can't believe they actually removed Stadium, and they removed Clash. We have Assault back. You know, next thing, you know, they're gonna remove hero bans. I'll actually get to play Wrecking Ball and Comp again. I'm kidding, by the way. These are all lies. These are all just copium. Just copium. And Matrix up here from Joke on the back line. Oh, a beautiful shot. Nice 2Ps out of Joka. Completely devalued the Kitsu out of Peps Academy. And another great fight here from Glizzy Gobs, putting him up to 60%. Yeah, we've had to regress back to 2016 since they don't know how to fix a kill feed, apparently, so we're just going to turn it off. It does more harm than good. I'm starting to watch the game in-game. We'll probably miss things, but you know what? We're going to learn and figure it out. It'll make us better caster. All right? That's grab. Centering strike over the top. That lamp will not protect you. Somehow, the sound barrier and everybody get out in one piece. But still comes up with a 2 kill for Nexo. There was all said and done. Have tried to pop the OC, but the Vendetta is still just an over-oppressive force here in this fight. Hey, no worries, Avinash. I'm broke too. I get it. I get it. You know, I can't help but wonder if they hadn't decided to build this entirely new horse shit mode, we'd still have a working kill feed. They might have had enough people to actually keep the main game functional. Overclock here out of Heart of Hope. I know, it's Heart of Despair today. It's Heart of Despair today. .97% flip. They're out of Gobblers. Glizzy Gobblers, that is. Rexia does die on point. Peps Academy do have control. So this will go to one final fight here. Neofried does make it onto the objective enough to at least start the OT. It is returns in on the Somber. Ant Matrix up from the back line. Oh, I did not even see where that grab went. Grab got used at some point there. I'm guessing it got eaten. It looked like a Zumo got a great angle on it from the left-hand side. Make sure to gobble up the one win cod that Glizzy Gobblers had. And Peps Acad will take away Sanctum. Does look like Joker's going to go ahead and match the carry here for this next round. Watch our teleport rollouts. So important here on Shrine. Get everybody up and over that little wall. Get first control around the center pillar. Rexy with a little extra speed, and the Diva does get there first. And going to try to move to the right-hand side, control Elephant. See thing. This little bit of high ground can be so precious. Oh, and a lot of early damage. Hit Azumo. Then you back up, get heals. Right now, just trying to stage on this left-hand side, and then get Nexo in a position to engage. Gotta watch out. Have his position, I'm assuming, on the other side of the map. Oh, but you catch Choka mid-jump. A dangerous move. Edis comes back to peel. Everybody rotates around to the back line. Nexo ends up falling. It is Hev who comes in with some important crossfire to help shut down that rotation and protect that backline. Ends up being a 2-for-1 trade, favoring Glizzy Gobs, and they'll grab first cap. Once again, Nexo makes a move up towards the bat taste. Figuring that is kind of the cornerstone, the crutch of this Glizzy Gobs comp. Richard comes over, grabs the aggro. Choka pulls up the Ant Matrix. Oh, this is not a great spot. The whirlwind dash knocks a couple people off that high ground. But there's no one there to capitalize. Glizzy Gobs went out fight 2. Yeah, that is Galwin. Is it? Wait. Is it Galwin? I thought Galwin was subbed out. No, Galwin's on the bench. Galwin is on the bench. That is Misa? That is Misa. M-A-I-S-A is Heart of Hearts, I believe. And yes, this is absolutely live patch. So this is all the news. The nerf Vendetta is, oh, I guess that did not make it in. So it looks like the Sundering Blade was going to make it into the point. I don't think it actually made it over the wall, or Nail Fried would have gone down. Nail Fried will still go down as they eat the triple strike there. Peps Academy find themselves the flip in control of the objective. What's up, KDM? Long time, my friend. Long time. All right, we're getting some Lost Beloved chat here. And get some beautiful headshot on the Fluko, but it's gonna be Heart of Hearts. What is it, Misa? I'm not sure how exactly the pronunciation is on that, but the OC doesn't find much. Nexo falls as well in that endeavor, and Glizzy Gobs have got Shrine under control. We're headed to the village to see who's going to take this opening map.
Score 1-1. Ready for battle.
I suppose, like, that could be an alt account. I don't know. I feel like that would be... I think that's against the rules, right? Like, having 2 accounts on the same team. That feels a little pointless. Unless, like, one got banned or something. Oh, Hev just poured damage down that lane. Oh, my goodness. You just see that ult charge just went to 30 like nothing. The top right bar, I mean, just immediately grayed out. Very swift first fight win, well before the point even unlocked. There it is. There's Misa, took off the streamer tag. It's the overhead slice there. Yeah, there's apparently a bug fix where you can't, like, store her overhead slice anymore, so a slight nerf in that regard, but an important one. Bit of a collapse onto stable side from Glizzy Gobs. And despite, there was a very quick flip there from Peps Academy. Fluco dancing along the outside of the map there, make sure to stay alive. Glizzy Gobs do end up winning the fight and winning it right back. Yeah, we'll get the streamer tag will get turned off in round 2. You know, the confusion will be clear for all. No worries. And we're trying to push in. Misuzu has to come in to get them out. And all of a sudden, here comes the clapback. Razia flies into the back line. Was able to just mow through 3. Moment they realized they had to Zumo on the retreat. It was a beautiful counter punch there on a Glizzy Gobs. Push this over 50%. Now have ults coming up online. Keep an eye on this overclock here from Hev. This is just such a powerful spot for an overclock. You got to take the high ground away. I don't think there's any way you can push to the point if you're Peps Academy without doing something about Hev first. There you go. So nice little 2-player push between Misa and Fluco. They are able to get that pick. Now Misa will have an OC of their own and try to come take this high ground away. It is popped. 2 shots land. Ooh, can't find Joka with the final one though. You do catch Neophrite in the head, but Joka makes it on to the point. Well, Zumo is going to get back at mech with the use of a self-destruct. Last opportunity here for Peps Academy to get something done. Misa with a good start, but job is not quite finished. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe job is finished. All right, there's the flip. Okay, I admit, kind of hard to keep an eye on everything with no kill feed. Photon barrier overclock from Glizzy Gobs. Try to take this map away. Sound barrier out of Fluco, and you get back on the point, but we get a flip. And Zumo goes down, trying to get the self-destruct on the point. Look like he just tried to throw a Poco Bomb on this objective and just got destroyed. Glizzy Gobs dominate the final fight. Secure the 1-0 lead. I'm not familiar with Misa. Is that their flex support? Is that their flex support sub? Playing hit scan? Yeah, originally, like when we saw the match go on hold, Gowan was in the roster, and then the match went on hold, and they subbed Misa in. All right, so Peps Acad will choose New Junk City and actually choose to go into the blue, which is highly unusual. Trying to confuse me. They're trying to confuse me. Some extra ban. Pretty dominant performance there. Rexia, 31-6. It's got most elims in the lobby. Hev will come out with top damage. No, excuse me. Azuma and the Zarya has top damage. That tracks. I mean, it was mostly the Zarya. Did switch to a D.Va there at the very, like the last half of Village. But yeah, but you would expect the Zarya to have the damage output. We'll see if Glizzy Gobs decide to try to match the Vendetta going forward. You know, the Peps Acad tried to start in this blender comp, and I mean, it didn't really work out for him here. I particularly going into New Junk City where you're playing on. Isn't she on Falcon Vega for FSEL? Can we spectate Neophrite a bit more? Sure. You got it. You got it, Mint Thief. Yes, she was. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Is this Misa we're referring to? It's gonna be a Ramatra bat. They're out of Glizzy Cops.
Ready for battle.
Ready to New Chunk City? The two Swiss are Azumo and Hev. Oh, thank you, Archer.
Five, four, three, two, one. Initial flashbang.
All right, so we're looking at Zarya from both sides, but only one team still rocking the Vendetta. Next up is going to be the only one in the Vendetta. Immediately goes for the Bastion, gets the overhead. Edis is down. Opening pick, we'll go to Peps. They're able to kind of set up shop here right in the middle of the point. We're going to run down Hev. Nice little +2 here. Ooh, Rexio low. You gotta respect that is that damage output, though. We did get a little bit of a nerf to Bastion. Doesn't do as much damage in this recon form. So the wheels down assault configuration still as powerful as ever, but recon form took a slight damage nerf. So you're not able to poke as well, which honestly just reinforces my statement of Bastion is a flex DPS and not a hit scan. As far as roles are concerned, you can see being played by the flex DPS in this composition with Hev and the Soch, who is the hit scan in this composition. I'm just saying. I know you all know this out there. I'm just saying. Anyway, next up comes in over the top with the soaring slice. Is able to find their entrance into the back line. Ooh, it is down 2 in the fight. Decides to go and throw in an artillery strike. I'm sorry, I gotta blow my nose again. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. Oh, so itchy. So itchy. Where are we going? We're going to the garage. Let's go to the garage. Peps ended up taking away that first point. As y'all saw, I'm still getting caught up, apparently. Oh, hey. That should be turned down. I'm so sorry. Our game audio has been way too loud. I had that turned up from when we had Lampent guest starring with us yesterday to make sure that our guest's audio was on par with mine, but no. Anyway. 2-1 left here. What is clearly a very close fight for first. Cap on Junkyard.
This will suffice.
Because this game audio should be set for me, right? Yes, yeah, I do have this turned down to 23. 4-hit scan and a Lucio. Where it's at. Got 4-hit scan and a Lucio. Where it's at. Graviton Surge just caught one. Looks like it caught Nexio in that. Fleco, actually Fluco ends up caught in that as well. So 2 caught in the grab. Have OC or, well, come and gone. There was a charged rail I was seeing up on that high ground. But the grab OC combo will get the flip here for Glizzy Cops. Oh, Hev just connects with one. I believe that was Hev who connected with that shot. Looked like from the left-hand side. Finds Misa immediately. What do you feel? We got Blizz available here from Glizzy Cops to try to hold this. Ooh, Hev is on a wide swing here. All right, is able to slide out. Nexo and company want to go chase that down. Tries to go in too deep, though. Ends up biting off more than they can chew. There comes the Blizzard in. Suzu already is. Skywalk's able to get back to safety. The same can be said for Azumo. Looks like Glizzy Cops have got this one in control on the back of that Blizzard. A little cleanup kill at the bottom of your screen. And this will be Peps coming up with the tying flashpoint. Ooh, I say that. Nexo gets one. There's the slow. The edge continues to take down Edis. Oh no, Nexo watch him swing this thing. Pulls up two here late in the fight in the OT. He's gonna have to come in and touch. Uses the soaring slice to cover the gap, make sure they don't get hit. Just buying time for reinforcements to get back. Now we get the go time. And Matrix is in play, but Azumo throws in a grab. Grab gets 4! Immortality Field and Sound Barrier out here from Peps to try to hold on to what looked like a sure fight win. They find Azumo and they eventually will close this out, but what was a sure thing turned into a very, very close final fight. Skywalk's Kitsu. Nexo surges forward and just evict Pepsicat off of this point. Excuse me, Glizzy Gobs off this point. Don't the side swaps for you. Rexia's grab's gonna catch too. Just runs into the thick of things to throw down the right click and clean up the two caught. Glizzy Gobs will win first fight. He did get a cheeky little 13% on the board from Peps Academy. Coming back with double DPS ults. But it doesn't really look like a whole lot to fin this off with. Cancel on the overhead. Zumo going in deep. Actually ends up being kind of the tip of the spear here. Looks like Nexo was kind of the feint, but it didn't end up working out. Gets traded. Glizzy Cobb still trying to hold high ground. Pepsicat are able to kind of move in, clean up down low. Just a little bit of divide and conquer. Looked like they didn't quite go the way Peps Academy wanted it to, but it still worked out in the end. The overhead on the Sundering Blade starts the kill on a Neofry. Oh, Ant Matrix in. Hev finds a beautiful shot on a Fluco. But you've lost Rexia in this exchange. We're going to go ahead and pop the OC, see if we can get something done. Sans tank. Doesn't look like Hev is going to make it onto the point. We did a swap from Ediz onto a Tracer just to make sure we get an OT here. Ediz does make it onto the objective. Hev down low trying to use a lamp. See if they can cover this gap, but just too much damage. They're forced to slide right back out. Rexia is here, but doesn't look like they're going to make it to the point. Peps Academy take a 2-1 lead with a win on Ducks. And they are going directly next door. Oh, come on, Kira. That would have been so good. That would have been so good. I saw the vision. I just couldn't quite get the camera to behave. Defensive posturing. And here from Peps Academy. I promise you more Neofried Pop. Let's take a look at some Neofried Pops. We're going to build up the rest of this sound barrier. An important ultimate here. You got a lot to try to fend off against with this beat. Sound barrier ready to go. Try to keep Nexo at bay. It's a huge grab in. The beat lands. Is it going to be enough? Here comes the counter beat and response out of Peps Academy. We're moving forward, taking shots. It does look like Fluco's able to get out. Same can't be said there for Neo Fried. Nexo slices through him, tries to use the centering blade towards point. Doesn't really get anything. Glizzy Gobs come up with that hev, lives on 1 health, 11 to be specific. Sliding away and grabbing that fadeaway shot. Next up, Sworn Slice in to engage. You're trying to get bubbles out, and then when I would anticipate, get as many resources as you can, throw in the Kitsu and try to put the nail in the coffin, but you went right into it. Grab, Pulse Bomb, OC. So many weapons here out of Peps Academy. Glizzy, excuse me, out of Glizzy Gobs. Peps Academy, you get absolutely stonewalled on that approach. You were able to draw some CDs, but you weren't able to get the ults out with the initial ingress. So by the time the Kitsu we hit, you have plenty of tools. I mean, yeah, the Grav Pulse Bomb with the OC, more than enough. So one final flashpoint. We're going to Old Bomb Flats. That Matrix in. Master tries to slide behind it with an OC. Is able to find Joka somewhere through that. Ratio all point. And it goes harassing into a 1v3. Throws in a pulse. Doesn't quite get anything done there. Everybody returns though. And I mean, while Nexi was drawing so much aggro up top. I mean, while Edis was drawing so much aggro up top, Rexy was able to win it out down low. Zumo wins a complete mismatch. Luco drops the beat. Neofried has the match. Neofried only hit 3 with theirs, and Hev is not one of them. Gets caught through by the Sundering Blade. And we're going to flip here for Peps Academy. Very swift team fight. Nice. Dixo was able to get in underneath very quickly. This is going to be a Zumo grab, catching, I believe that was just Joka from the looks of things. Smart catch. Cheeky flip going on in the back line there from Glizzy Gobs. That was Eid is trying to force the point, despite being down a player. Looking for the match. Nexo is low. Kitsu comes in, but it's not in time to save them. Grab's going to find 3, including Nexo. The 2 kills go down. Zumo 1 health, trying to back away. The Baptiste has returned. Glizzy Gobs are here in full force. So we're going down to one final fight to determine who takes New Junk City. You got an overclock from one team, a pulse bomb for the other. Really not a whole lot to work with. Keep an eye on Edis. Less than 10 seconds to get a touch here. And is sneaking around on the flank, hoping to catch Misa early. She's got to stay alive long enough to get this OC in play. Azumo is going to move on to the point. Looks like focus in on to Rexia. The OC is in play from Misa. Oh, but you've lost Nexo in the back line. Unclear if it was the pulse that got it done. But Ed has found a kill one way or another. Joker's going to throw up the Ant Matrix. Overtime burning in this 99-99 final fight. And Glizzy Gobs just keeps everybody off the point. An anticlimactic ending just as the beat comes in. Looked like it might have been Neo Friday got a boop onto one of those players. What a finish. God, the New Junk City ends with not a bang, but a whimper. Oh, an unfortunate Ed. Just looks like a little bit of a mismanage on the timing there. You see the sound barrier from Fluco hit as well, like right there at the end. Ah. It's tough. I mean, you had a lot of ground to cover. You were just moving in at, 85%. It's 0.6 seconds per percentage. So you're looking at, 7 seconds to get your team onto the point. You don't have a tracer. It was up to the Lucio, but Fluco had the sound barrier, so it was a high-risk play. Then you had to worry about Edis in their back line with that pulse bomb, who ends up, I don't know if it was the stick that actually got Nexo. We were watching the front line, but we know Edis comes up with that kill some way or another. So, I mean, with Peps Academy, we're in a really tough spot, but God, that one hurts. That one hurts. It'll be a Shambali Monastery pick and a Baptiste band. Peps Academy will flip sides again. Just, make sure we keep flipping the colors on you, make this as confusing as humanly possible. Stats for Baptu. There you go. Y'all can enjoy those. I don't really have much for you. We're actually at 33 and 6. That looks pretty standout. Have 37 and 7 has most elims in the lobby. Once again, we'll have top damage at 13k. Which is honestly pretty impressive. It also goes to show just the power of the Soch. All right, let's get Shambali. Oh, and turn the broken kill feed back on. And of course, if I turn the kill feed off, it's going to break our margins. Because this game fucking sucks. Because $44 billion company. Bit of a flip of the map here. We're actually now struggling to catch back up with the cart. The defense will end up trading out some kills, but Azumo and the rest of Peps Academy have been able to get the cart around that corner. They're still getting progress. Still getting progress. All right, Nexo for the first time today has kind of foregone the Vendetta. Which I feel like the Vendetta works pretty well in these front-back situations. As opposed to, like, we're starting to see the Vendetta, like, band more on Kings than we are on Runasapi. That kind of thing. Where it's really starting to work really well in the front-back versus the more open space. But nevertheless, we want to perhaps a lot more range to play with an Echo. And you're running into essentially double sniper. Next, we're going to duplicate a recently buffed Yari, which I haven't even gotten to mention that Joko's playing on that. Got damage boosts all the way around just to her raw damage output. Zumo gets the title blast, will run in and knock down Neo Fried. But they're able to get right back on their fate. Zumo gets just torn to shreds, and the attackers fizzle out here with about 70 seconds left to go. Nice little double tap there from Joka. I'm excited. We've got a nice little buff to Ayari. I'm excited about that. I've been playing a lot of Ayari. I love the hero. Just fun hero to play. Oh my gosh! Neophrite lands that. Neophrite lands that. Oh my goodness! The calculation, the math on this kid. Holy cow! What? What was that? And this backline, now it's just 3 kills. Back to back to back. This backline is destroying. Here comes another one. Skywalk Wolf is toast. Smothered. Sundered. Smashed to smithereens. Head with an OC. Waiting seconds. And Glizzy gobs the full hold on Shambali Monastery. Neophrite might just in fact be him.
0-0. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
We're once again running the Ayari Leong backline here. Oh, and Joka finds opening pick! Once again catches Skywalk. This time with a hedge. I did just turn off our kill feed too, by the way. Thank you for that. But hey, you know what? We got to see that it's this backline. This backline is doing so much work. Holy crap! Yeah. Never mind the DPS of this team. We know who's putting the real damage output here, right? Look at that. Neophrite 9-0, Joka 9-0. So I'm talking both at 2,800 damage, 6 damage, by the way, separating these two support players slash DPS players. These DPS players with some healing capabilities. Well, a bit of pressure in. A good rejuvenative wave there to keep everybody alive. And Neophrite just gonna batter you down. All the water. Crashing like waves, destroying rocks. Glizzy gobs just smash against this defense repeatedly until the wall turns to silt and the defense turns to sand. Glizzy Gobblers take the 3-0. All right. And there's your 3-0. The dominant performance, particularly at the very end, right? Neophrite ends up flawless in that final map. Comes up 11-0. 3,200 damage. GG's all around. Glizzy Gobblers, we said, hey, if you want to prove that you belong in this, in this top 8, you want to prove you're a playoff contender, not only do you need to, kind of match the wins, get the 7th win on the board, but you need to do it convincingly, and they did. And that's exactly what they did. Glizzy Gobblers, after taking a couple of L's so far this season, notably to the 2 New Gens teams, this is a good dub to kind of propel them back into top 8 and keep them in playoff contention and keep them, right here in the hunt, and a statement to the rest of the division. Hey, we are a playoff squad. We are a top 8 squad and a dangerous team that deserves respect. A good performance here today. They delivered. Glizzy Gobblers delivered on this one. They will face, their losses, I had their losses backwards. It was Pepsac who lost to the New Gen squads. Glizzy Gob's losses were to MBMC and to Arion. They will face NGZ next, as they have them on Monday. That will be a good test. That should be a great game, as a matter of fact. As NGZ are currently 7-3. So that will be a really, really good test here for Glizzy Gobs. Next in Peps Academy's future, you've got Lucky Charm and Veltot. So very winnable games, could definitely bounce back and turn around, put some dubs on the board, fight and try to get back into playoff contention. GG's all around. Hard to give player of the match in this one. Let's say probably just give it to Rexia here today. I think just leading the charge on that one. Hev did really good in the Soj as well. Particularly those first 2 maps, it felt like Hev had a massive impact. So it does feel like kind of everybody kind of had played their part in this one. That's why it's like it didn't feel like any one standout. Obviously the backline on Shambali was MVP status for real. So it's honestly, it's kind of difficult to give a player of the match here today. I feel like the entirety of the team did their job. The entirety of the team did their job. This was not an MVP kind of series. This was Glizzy Gobblers, every one of the 5 points of the star showing up and holding their own today, and supporting their weight, carrying their weight rather. So team effort, all around team effort from Glizzy Gobs today.